Hey everyone, Chaos Cross here with yet another episode, and here we also have.
Old school Matt.
So, in the last episode, we actually went through all of the power plant, and we're able to get both Articuno and Zapdos, and also, in Seafoam Islands for Articuno. And in this episode, first off screen, I just went and got out of Seafoam Islands. The gimmick to it is that you're pushing the blocks down into the holes so you can block the current and can actually get out of the area. In this episode, we are going to head on to the 7th gym. Well, the place containing the 7th gym, Cinnabar Island. And Matt's here because this place has a bit of lore behind the first ever, well, real legendary Mewtwo.
It's not just Mewtwo. It has a lot to do with Mew as well, and there are several things I want to get into about it. But a lot of those we'll save for when we actually get there and start discovering things, because I'll add some context. Because I've seen both versions of the first movie. Evolution kind of sucks.
Yeah, Evolution's like, I get the, why they wanted to do that, but without the song that was in it, like, it loses some of the flair it had.
Not just the song, dude. The animation.
Yeah, the 3D animation wasn't great. Okay, so there's actually plenty that we can do here besides that. First off, the Cinnabar lab. So with this, we can finally revive two of the fossils that we got earlier.
Now, believe it or not, there's actually in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow games, there's actually an NPC who misspeaks. You will trade him a Raichu for, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I think it's an Electrode.
Okay.
After you trade him your Raichu, he will say, "Hey, it evolved."
Huh.
Raichu is a final stage evolution.
That's weird. All right, did you come to have a look at our lab? Most impressive. I like to see that kind of drive. Great, okay. We study Pokemon here, day in and day out. People even bring us rare Pokemon to examine. Alright, but I need to talk to someone to, I just need to talk to someone to get these, fossils revived. Alright, I think this might be it. Maybe. I just get so tired when I'm looking at here for too long. Ahem.
Join the club, dude.
Maybe when I become a fossil, they'll revive me in the distant future. Okay. I'm a very important doctor. Yes, very well known indeed. Here, I study rare Pokemon fossils. Hey, do you have a fossil for me? Let's give him the Dome Fossil. This is a fossil of Kabuto, a Pokemon that is already extinct. Shall I use my resurrection machine to make that Pokemon live again? Yes. So, give it here.
Now, this brings up an idea that I kind of stealing from Dorkly.
Okay.
What would happen if you put deceased human DNA in the fossil in the resurrection machine?
Okay. For those who don't know, there's this little thing they did back when Dorkly was a thing, where it was if the protagonist was actually smart.
And one of the things he did was he took his father's remains, put them in that machine, and brought his father back to life.
It was hilarious.
Father, go to mother.
Success. The fossil was a Kabuto, as I thought. And so if you want to get the entire full Pokedex, there are 5 Pokemon that you need. 2 of them being evolutions, of course, through fossils. This one being Kabuto, a Pokemon that was recovered from a fossil. It uses the eyes on its back while hiding on the seafloor.
There was I don't remember the episode, but Kabutops in the anime debuted, believe it or not, in the Orange Islands.
Huh. Alright, and then we have our old Amber here, give it to him, and it is of Aerodactyl, a Pokemon that is already extinct. Yep. So, Aerodactyl is one of the rare Pokemon in Gen 1, even though I'm pretty sure it's the one generation that has the most Mega Evolutions, that has one. And honestly, it's okay.
And Aerodactyl is actually the only fossil Pokemon you could acquire naturally in Generation 2.
Huh.
There's a trainer in, they're just east of Fuchsia City in Generation 2, who will offer you an Aerodactyl in exchange for a Chansey.
Okay.
Like, I get people like Chansey, but I would not trade an Aerodactyl for a fucking Chansey.
Right, yeah. Alright, a savage Pokemon that died out in ancient times was resurrected using DNA taken from Amber. Alright, I just want to check to see what levels they are. So let's go bag, Pokemon box. Pokedex number, that's gonna be pretty low, but still want to check it out. Kabuto is level 44 along with Aerodactyl. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, a Kabuto could, if you have a Rare Canyon, a Kabuto could evolve now.
Yep, into a Kabutops. I think I might have one. I'll go look.
Because that would actually be a very good member of your team.
Yeah, it is. No, not that one. Candy Jar. Nope. There's a bunch of ones that will help with the IVs.
Well, let's see, Aerodactyl, Aerodactyl, flying and rock.
Yep.
It's one of the few flying type Pokemon that isn't super affected by ice type Pokemon.
Yeah, and actually in that case, lightning, electric type too, I think.
You're thinking of grounded.
Oh, okay.
I've made that mistake before too.
Okay. All right. So first off, let's go to the gym. The door is locked. There's a message written in small letters on the door. Quiz time. Where's the key that will let you into this gym? Hint. The answer can be found somewhere in a building that is overgrown with greenery. Yeah, that's the gimmick in this gym. Once we get to it, it is a bunch of quizzes.
And even the anime reflects that. Blaine, in the gym leader in the anime, had a habit of doing riddles or quizzes.
Huh. All right, here we are. The Pokemon Mansion.
This is one of the only two places in the game you will find one specific Pokemon. Ditto.
Yep.
And I'll get into that lore in a moment.
Alright, so while you're here, you can actually push a secret switch, huh? You heard the sound of something moving somewhere. We'll check that out when we get there. And the Max Repel, nice.
At this point in Pokemon, those things just aren't as useful as they used to be.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why they gave us lures to... Ooh, what's that under here? A Max Lure, see?
Streak of the Devil, Max Repel, Max Lure.
Yep, yeah, Max Lure, as I said before, basically work kind of the same as Repels, but instead of repelling Pokemon, they attract them. Duh. But, you know, still something to go over. So... I was gonna say something I forgot. Oh yeah, Blaine. So, for those who still play the game, first off, kudos. I'm talking about Pokemon Masters EX, the mobile game. In the first part of the story, when you start to recruit some of the gym leaders and trainers to your team, one of them is Flannery, and in that, she is an apprentice to Blaine.
I mean, it makes sense. There's only... Let me double check this real quick.
Matt has a case of all of his badges.
There's only 2 fire-type gym leaders in the entire franchise. Well, at least as far as released badges go. Gen 8 started doing the interlinked badges.
Yeah, I do not get why they changed that. I really don't.
Because I'll post these online at some point. The old badges all just look awesome.
Yeah, they do. I really like it. And then for Gen 8, they needed like pieces of a
medallion.
Oh,
Pieces of a medallion or something.
yeah, and it's okay.
And in Gen 9, they didn't even really give you badges, just sort of little medals.
Yeah. They really changed the the formula, and I did not care for that.
I agree. But granted,
Gen-
I need another case to put more badges in anyways.
I mean, then again, Gen 7 also changed the formula too.
True, but we don't talk about Gen 7 when in relation to badges.
Meh. Well, funny that we're talking about Gen 7 when we're playing this right here.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright. So, as that Robert said, this place is a bit of a maze, I will admit that. Mainly what the whole thing is, you're pressing the switches on those statues there to move the doors. Alright.
I guess I'll go into this place a little bit. Pokemon Mansion was a
It was a research facility.
run. I'm gonna say run, not funded.
Yep.
Run by Mr. Fuji.
Yep. Who was then hired by Team Rocket, Giovanni.
Now, depending on how you go into, some people say it was Giovanni. Some people say it was actually his mother. Had an obsession with the Pokemon Mew.
Yep. And so then they went out into secret ruins and found, of all things, an eyelash. That is if you're going by the movie, I know.
Actually, this game, depending on which version of the movie you go into, I've actually seen the Japanese version. It specifically mentions South America.
Huh.
It's one of the few times the anime actually mentions locations here in the real world. Believe it or not, sometime I don't remember the episode number, but I remember the name of the episode. The School of Hard Knocks openly references France. Huh. But I digress on that point. The Mew DNA whatnot was actually found in South America.
Okay.
And they've kept this sort of a running joke when they mention far-off island, lush jungles, and shit like that. That's them referencing, to an extent, that Mew was found in South America.
Okay.
But they took Mew's DNA and tried to create several clones.
Yep. And of course, the most infamous one being Mewtwo.
But I brought this up when we first got here. This place being one of the two places, actually only two places in the game you can find Ditto, which has never been confirmed by the creators, but is more or less accepted to be failed clones of Mew, for two reasons. One, other than Mew, it's the only other Pokemon that knows when to transform.
Yep.
And two, the colors. Ditto and Mew share the same normal color and the exact same shiny color.
Yep, pink and blue.
It's the only time in the game it's like this.
That is an interesting thing to think about. Oh wow, and those Fire Blasts, okay. One of the most powerful fire moves of all time.
Yep, I want to say there's only two fire type moves, traditional fire type moves, stronger. Overheat and Blast Burn.
Ah. Gonna go ahead and make it a match live. Actually, yeah. I don't have a match live. No, just a regular live.
Yeah, I brought it up earlier. Maybe you should add a Kabuto to the game.
Yeah.
Because that water type is going to go a long way.
Oh, it's gonna. But I'm also gonna go back and put in the water type move for
Eevee.
Yeah, for Eevee. The fury attack.
But back onto the whole Mewtwo thing. The reason this place is in ruins, because at least lore-wise in this game, this was the place Mewtwo escaped from.
Yep.
And that's why it's so damaged.
Yeah.
To me, the biggest difference between this and the way the movie presented it, Mr. Fuji survived in the game.
Oh.
He was killed in the anime, in the movie.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right.
I do wish at some point they bring in armor Mewtwo.
Oh my god, right? Like, it looks fucking sick.
Didn't Go do that at one point, or did they do Shadow Mewtwo?
They did both.
Yeah, I would have killed to have gotten an armor Mewtwo.
Yep. I like that they brought back the whole thing of shadow Pokemon. But I wish they would just Coliseum.
I hear you on that one.
Yep. Matt and I, we love Coliseum because honestly, like, it's one of the best ideas they've had for me. For those that haven't played it, basically in a different region called the Ori region,
which itself is supposed to be said fictionally towards an area of what state is it again? Arizona.
Yep. Once again, continuing the trend of regions being based on different states or countries. But anyway, there's this team called Team Snag'em, where they will steal Pokemon from people and close off their hearts, turning them into shadow Pokemon. And
but let's leave with that because I think that's more or less a future project.
Yeah, like I would not mind getting into that because I own Coliseum.
And believe it or not, I actually owned Gale of Darkness before I ever played Coliseum.
Okay.
I just saw that picture of Shadow Lugia at the Walmart once, and I'm like, holy hell, I gotta have that.
I love that they had that as a boss. Yeah, that's the final boss of the Darkness. Shadow Lugia.
It's a thing of beauty.
It really is. And here's something I should mention. Shiny Pokemon actually have different colors to them. I didn't realize that until I was looking at some posts on Facebook. Yeah, apparently some Pokemon have different color palettes for their shinies.
Actually, shiny wise is very weird.
Yeah.
I've seen people who have done RNG manipulation and able to get all shinies, but it is a cluster.
I bet.
It's a level of technicality I am not capable of.
It also has one of the most flamboyant characters I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Yep, you know who I'm talking about. Crap, what was his name?
Personal favorite and to our inspiration Chugga.
Yep.
The boss name was Mirror B.
Yep, Mirror B, a dude with a giant red and white afro.
More or less referencing a giant Pokeball on his head.
Yep, long before
Mr. Pokeball.
Yeah, Mr. Pokeball in Sword and Shield. Okay. Nothing else here. Oh, then we're probably gonna have to take down my so.
It's a very interesting place, is the Pokemon Mansion.
It really is. We haven't seen it yet, but there are books where they do talk about what happened with YouTube. Silver raspberries, thank God.
But believe it or not,
I cannot get it.
Believe it or not, though, even the anime isn't as dark as the adventure manga gets.
Oh, God, the adventure.
In the Adventures manga, I think it's Flame, Surge, and Sabrina are all actually Team Rocket admins.
Huh.
And they use a Pokemon that we will never see in our lifetime. It is literally a forced fusion of the 3 legendary birds.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Another thing to talk about for adventures. believe it was Rosa, I believe was his name, the protagonist in the second.
Yeah, the second.
In Black and White 2.
Yeah.
Rosa is actually a former Team Plasma Grunt. Yeah. Who is looking for N. And what? Like, N is a really good character if you think about it. For those who haven't played Black and White,
That's for storytelling, really.
it really is.
I don't think we need to give too much away, because again, that's definitely a future project.
But N honestly is one of the most pure-hearted characters out there.
But it works as a reflection because of all the evil villain team masterminds. Even Giovanni isn't as despicable as Gestus.
No, that is the final boss in the mastermind of everything in
Black and White and Black and White 2.
I was about to say, was it just that, or was it that guy Colress in Black?
Colress is more along the lines of he just wants to observe how everything goes.
Oh, okay.
He still works towards his own interests, but it's never malicious.
Got it. Okay. Damn it.
Digging a hole. Diggy hole.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be honest, I've always wanted to find a way to work that in outside of playing Minecraft.
Okay, how on earth?
Might as well just try to burn it. Okay, never mind.
No. Even though it has minimize, I still want to try to get it. Minimize sucks.
Oh yeah. This is Koga levels of bullshit.
Yep. Mother! Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use a hyper potion right now so it doesn't die.
Because affection only gets you so far.
Yes. Like, holy crap. So, I've talked about it before, but you know what? Currently on my PS5, I beat Spider-Man 2, by the way. Wow! So that might also be another future project. The 3 Spider-Man games on PlayStations. One Miles Morales and 2. But it goes into 2 different major villains. Venom, who in this game is well, the person who possesses Venom is Harry Osborn. And then the...
Look, man, Dig's getting you nowhere. You might as well burn the frick.
Yeah, let's just do it. Damn it! Yeah, thanks for toughing it out, but you're gonna die from the poison. No, I can't do burn. I'm gonna revive it again and then use Swift.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because, damn it, man. I do not like minimize. I do not like the move. And the other one, other villain being Raven the Hunter.
Very good movie, by the way. I know you.
I have not seen that yet.
I don't get the criticism. Because granted, every movie is criticism, but
yeah.
But then again, look, I'm talking to a guy who preferred Beetlejuice too.
Hey, I stand by it.
That's probably because you waited until you were nearly 30 to see the first one.
But anyway, yeah, Raven the Hunter in the game, as anyone does not know, Raven the Hunter is a man who has basically hunted every creature on the earth, and basically thinks that there is no more real opponent anymore. And so in this game, the one done by Insomniac, he has cancer. Raven the Hunter has cancer, and so he has gone to New York to first free a bunch of villains from the raft, those being the Sinister Six from the original game, starts to kill them. First one I believe he killed was, this was done off screen, Vulture. Which, by the way, like, that was good, but the other one that he killed, did you see it happen? Scorpion. Because in the first game, my favorite boss fight is Scorpion and Rhino. It was awesome. And the game also does have you go back and forth between playing Peter and Miles.
By the way, not to make light of it or anything, but you mentioned Craven Egg Cancer, and I immediately think of an old South Park joke.
Okay.
Russell Crowe fighting around the world.
Oh my god.
I remember him saying, well, I'll say it afterwards, I'm not getting this canceled.
Okay, so when I first watched Thor: Love and Thunder, which I'll go into a hilarious story about that. But when I first saw that Zeus, Zeus was played by freaking Russell Crowe, I will admit I did say, Russell Crowe fighting around the world.
I'll be honest, and this is fact, I love Russell Crowe. Always have, always will.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
No, I even loved him in Les Miserables.
Okay.
But then again, I like musicals.
Right.
That's part of the reason why I like Wicked so much.
Yeah, I've heard that Wicked was really good. Okay, let's read this. Diary, September 1. YouTube is far too powerful. It failed to curb its vicious tendencies. There will be more books explaining it later, where he first came from and all that, but this is where he came from. Okay. Get this item here. Potion.
Actually, that brings me... Thanks for giving that Mac potion, because that brings me to a topic I was going to say earlier. Potions over the years have gotten weaker.
Okay.
You know what? I think it's up until Gen 5. Don't quote me on that. But I remember at least until Gen 4, a Hyper Potion cured up to 200 HP.
I think you might be right.
Now it's like, what, 120?
Yeah, 120.
It's a
max potion that will heal it all the way.
And this game kind of collabs with Gen 6, right?
7.
Oh, that's right, Gen 7.
Because this was made, I think, right after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
So yeah, it begs the question, why did they start making them less powerful?
Also begs the question, why did they change it for the whole thing of the experience share? Oh, here we go. But because I'm not good at this, I'm just gonna not worry about it.
Hey, why don't you hand it over? I'll take a shot at it.
All right.
You're
this is it. This was his chamber, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
And here is the secret key, so we can finally get out of here. Do you want to continue?
Yeah, we got a little bit.
All right.
We can make this one a little bit longer.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and go get the well, take the key to the Cinnabar gym, and then finally go against Blaine.
I think the exit's supposed to be that way.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting it. I'm just waiting for that guy to turn. As I said, I don't really care about the fights when I'm recording. Because you saw how it was when we were doing the video in the SSN with all those battles and everything. That took an hour. Like, holy crap.
That's fair.
Alright, I'm pretty sure this warp pad will take us back, yep, to the entrance.
Next stop, Blaine's Gym.
Yep,
like I said,
first let's heal.
Heal, swap out some Pokemon, and get Eevee to relearn that water move.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that guy in here, we'll go ahead and head back to Cerulean City. Alright, I need to go ahead and pull up what his moves are. Blaine's Pokemon's. Cerulean City. And I also feel like since Gen 7, I think it is, or whenever they decided to go ahead and start grooming and all that, they kind of...
I think that was Gen 6, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Gen 6.
Because that's when the infections started.
Yep. That's when they had things that I really not care for, like, you know, when you were at,
I know what you're talking about, the little islands.
yeah.
I get that.
Okay. Also should mention, there are a couple trades in Cinnabar City that should go over. You can trade a regular Meowth for an Alolan form in Pikachu, and an Eevee. You can trade a regular Grimer for an Alolan.
To me, that's a hell of a trade, because Alolan Grimer is a poison and dark type.
Yep.
Mitigating one of its biggest weaknesses.
Yeah, negating the...
Psychic.
Yeah, Psychic, yeah.
Plus, that would have been... Well, granted, you wouldn't have been able to get there just yet, but that would have been a big help against Sabrina.
Yeah, would have. Okay. Let's see.
I'd recommend losing the fire type move. You might have already done that.
No, I'm gonna keep it. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch out the fire with the ice type move. So that way
You mean the water with the ice?
Yeah. Well, keeping water and ice.
Okay.
So that way we can have that for the final gym. Okay. Sorry, just pulling up gym.
Truth be told, though, I do want to see if you make any boneheaded decisions with these riddles.
No, no. Alright.
Hey, unless you've got them memorized, it would be fun to see you miss one and have to do a battle just for the hell of it. Blaine's gym is like Blaine. Very tricky.
It is. Man, look at this. We're almost done with the entire region. We literally have 2 badges left. And after this, 1. We will head back to one place where we tried to go to the gym but couldn't. Viridian City.
We're on the road to Viridian City.
They really had some good music back then, didn't they?
Oh god, the 2B and Master album.
Yes.
Chef's kiss.
Oh my god. Okay, here we are. Yo, champ in the making. This gym is... Here we go, first question. And here he is. Whoa, wait, Mr. Blaine, it's not your turn yet. Oh, that's right. Also, look at the statues. It has his glasses and mustache on it. The old man you just saw there was the gym leader, Blaine. He's a fire-type Pokemon pro. Did well finding the secret key to get in here, so I think you're ready to take on this gym. As you might have guessed, you'll have to take on a quiz at this gym, as well as battles. Try to have a good time. So basically, you have to answer these questions, and any that you get wrong, you will have to do a battle and a replacement for it. No need to be shy then. Step right up. And also, I like that there are still spectators, and it looks like a freaking TV show.
True.
Here we go. This is the Cinnabar Island Gym Pokemon Quiz. Challengers get asked 5 questions that they have to answer. Get one right, and you get a Blaine doll. Get a question wrong, and you'll have to battle one of my students here. If you manage to beat all of them, then don't worry, you'll still get a Blaine doll. You can collect all 5. All right, here we go. Quiz time. Which of these is the Spitfire Pokemon? Magmar. Challenger is giving this response, and the final judgment is... You're absolutely correct. All right, that's 1. All right, second question. How many gym badges are certified Sorry, how many gym badges certified by the Pokemon League are there? 8.
Okay, I'm gonna point one thing out about this.
Yo.
In the Pokemon anime, before Ash challenges the Viridian
I know
City
exactly what you're talking about.
Gym, Gary shows up with 10
10 of them. How the fuck does that work? Alright, we have 2 dolls. Oh, he said, alright, the second question. He's like, wait, this is the third one. Third question. Steel type move used on a fire type Pokemon will be not very effective. This game has some personality, I'll say that.
True.
We have 3 bling dolls. On to number 4. True or false? TM28 contains the move Tombstony. Now this one actually has 2 answers that you could do, either false or what's that. I'm gonna do what's that. Challenger. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's the move Tombstone. I might be wrong though, or it's something else entirely.
Tombstone isn't a move.
Oh, it's not. Okay, sorry. All right, and we have 1 question left. Who are you about to battle? It is literally any one of these answers. We're gonna go with a hot-headed quizmaster. Yeah. All right, we're done with all the questions, and now let's go ahead and get on to the battle. Challenger, you have obtained 5 Blaine dolls, which means it's time for our battle. I'm Blaine, the red hot gym leader here. My fiery Pokemon are rough and ready to, with intensity, they incinerate all challengers. Ha! Hope you brought some burn heals. He says that every time. Alright, let's get on to it with our 7th gym leader, Blaine. First up, Magmar. This Magmar is level 47 with the moves Flamethrower, Low Kick, and Confuse Ray. That one's kind of weird. Confuse Ray. Alright.
In the anime, Magmar was actually Blaine's ace Pokemon.
Huh.
When did he use back in the day? I believe he used a Ninetales, a Rhydon, and Magmar.
Okay. Ugh, confused. Oof. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. Getting hurt by my own confusion.
You can't hit, but you can dodge.
Yep. Twice in a row? Hit me with a flamethrower, damn.
And a burn.
What in the hell? It's a good thing I have full heals, but this is ridiculous.
No, I'm going to say this once and only once because you hit yourself twice.
Oh god.
3 times. Burn!
Ah. Is almost dead. I was not expecting it to be like this, I will admit that. I was actually wanting to do a little better. That's why I literally went and grinded. That's why I'm level 51 instead of... Well, it really didn't matter because of the fact that I was still level 48 before the first video today. But still, I feel like I'm doing a little better, and here I am still bombing. I still haven't even knocked out the first one. I'm glad that bouncy bubble can heal, but this is fucking ridiculous. Thank God. Okay, first one is done. Alright, I think... Are we good now?
Yeah,
Sorry, there were some problems. The cord for the mic was kind of tangled up a bit, so it was kind of moving a bit. Alright, next up, Rapidash. Okay, here we go. Rapidash is level 47 with the moves Flare Blitz, Quick Attack, and Fury Attack. Yay! It's time to have the confusion, finally. Alright. See how much... Oh, that's really good. Flare Blitz, oh man.
This could take it out.
That literally negated all the health that I got. And also I'm still burned. By the way, it's basically a fire type double edge.
There's a lot of... I think there's actually two electric versions of that.
Two what?
Electric versions of double edge.
Like what?
I think wild charge, or does that increase speed? I don't remember.
I'll look, but I'm pretty sure it does damage, yeah.
But then you got the most famous recoil electric move, Volt Tackle.
Volt Tackle, that's right. The one move that pretty much
Pikachu line.
Yeah. That was one of the main things of the Diamond and Pearl anime, was that Pikachu finally learned a new move attacking.
No, actually learned that during the Battle Frontier arc.
I did not know that.
It's actually the move after you take down Brandon's Regice.
Okay, also, we go into this. This is actually the Ace Pokemon. I don't know why he went and does a little differently. This is a 48 Arcanine with the moves Flare Blitz, Outrage, and Crunch.
And you just got critted, brother.
Dang!
But it also took a shit ton out of itself.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do Rapidash. I know it still has a couple moves that it can do on me, but this is the new Pidgeot.
First, I would have gone Snorlax.
So for now, let's just go ahead and do Revive. And I am gonna do a Hyper Potion after I do that. Oh, Outrage!
Dragon type move. Very rare for a fire type.
I know, and a critical hit on that. Wow! I'm just gonna bring Eevee back in.
Now, I referenced this in a previous video, but back in the day, with Generation 1, critical hit was actually determined by Pokemon's speed. So the fact that Arcanine keeps getting these critical hits makes a fair bit of sense in the grand scheme of things. Because it is regarded as one of the fastest Pokemon in the world.
Not knew that. And I also got a critical hit.
Turnabout is fair play.
Yep. Okay. With that, we have one Pokemon left. Stars level 42. Awesome. Ninetales. Let's keep it in. And finally, its final Pokemon is level 47 Ninetales with two moves. Fire Blast and Quick Attack. Why two moves though? That's kind of weird. Well, you did a lot of critical hits, so it's a third of its HP? That's weird. And for once I did not get burned. Fire Blast is really good, is really a powerful move, because the way that they kind of have the moves designed, the more powerful it is, unless they PP it has.
Sure.
Because Fire Blast, unless you use a PP up, has a natural PP of 5.
Now I do, I don't know if you pointed this out at any point. I also do like this about Fire Blast in particular. When the attack hits the apex, it actually creates the kanji for fire.
I figured that's what that was. Alright, we finally beaten Blaine. Cerebral is level 38. Burn you down to nothing. Not even actions remain. And you're not burned down, you're literally burning to nothing.
You've been vaporized.
Yep. And finally, the Volcano Badge. Here, you can have this TM2. TM46, Fire Blast. The Red Hot Fire type move, which is a Fire type Pokemon. Vulpix or Charmeleon would be ideal. Fire Blast is an attack that would be shown the utmost respect. But wasted on water type Pokemon. Alright. We will finish this up here, but before we do, we actually have someone to talk to here. Trace. Ah, so this is where you were. I thought you might have made your way to Cinnabar Island by now. Is Reed Blaine? Really? Congratulations. You need to have 8 gym badges to get into the Pokemon, right? You got 7 already. Look at the key then. Do they just have a bunch of replicas of them? Like, what's going on here? Which means that the only one left is... Yeah, it must be the gym in Viridian City, right? It was closed up last time I checked, though. Have you been in the Viridian City gym yet, Chase? You haven't, right? I guess I'll try stopping by Viridian City one more time. Alright, with that, we have gotten all the way through the Cinnabar Mansion and finally beaten the 7th gym leader, Blaine. In the next episode, we are going to get on to, we're going to go back to Pallet Town and finally tackle the final gym in Viridian City. Until then, this has been Chaos Cross with Old School Studios and
Old School Matt.
We will see you guys next time. Have a good day and try to find yourselves that Part Noir. Later.